All right, we have another amazing student spotlight. Caitlin, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Wong, and I am a senior. I am a computer science major with a minor in Korean language and Chinese language. I am from Honolulu, Hawaii. And some of the hobbies that I like to do is playing the piano, shoot competitive archery, and reading, televisions, music, your general things.
That's awesome. You mentioned you're from Hawaii. What made you decide to attend and come to the University of Arizona?
Okay. So, as earlier stated, I shoot competitive archery. So the coach that I have is based in Tucson. So, it just made things a lot easier coming to the University of Arizona, especially after touring the campus, seeing the beautiful red brick uh, buildings and the beautiful infrastructure that the school has. It really was a no-brainer to come here as it allowed me to pursue computer science and still be able to do archery.
At what age did you get involved in archery? Curious.
So I started around like 14, but I didn't get competitive till about 16.
Wow. And how did you stumble upon it? Was it something that it just happened to be practicing one day you were walking past? How did you actually get involved?
So I got involved at a local gun show. They had a small little archery setup. My dad kind of nudged me to do it. I was reluctant. I eventually did. I shot a couple of arrows and I actually enjoyed it. And that kind of got the ball rolling of like, hey, how about I start shooting archery? And then what got me into the competitive part was I was shooting a wooden bow, which you would see like in the Hunger Games or that type of stuff. But then I saw some of my other teammates shooting the shiny metal bows, and I wanted a shiny metal bow. So that got me into shooting the competitive style as like it was a higher grade. The margin of error was smaller.
I see. Wow. So you're living in Hawaii,
Hmm.
start doing some archery. Your coach
Hmm.
lives in Tucson, so you decide, I'm going to go ahead and go to the University of Arizona. So that tells us how you got here. So tell us,
Hmm.
what made you decide on computer science as a major?
So I decided to choose computer science as my major as back in middle school, of course, they always have like the small STEM classes where to kind of just get you interested. Um, One day, the lesson material was on coding, and we used one of those like very basic web programs where I think it was Scratch, where you kind of just put all the little pieces together, and it's supposed to move like a sprite across the screen. So that was just really interesting of just like, oh, cool. You just kind of like put pieces together and and get things to move across the screen. Granted, that is not what computer science is, but it's a branch of it. And that just piqued my interest. But I what really got me into it was um everything that we interact with on the computer. I had a curiosity of knowing how does it work? What do you need to do to get things working of like when you see a button on your web page, how does that work? What does it do? So that really piqued my interest.
That's wonderful. And you're a senior now in computer
Mhm.
science. So you have some semesters where you get to reflect on what's been the most enjoyable part of being a computer science student at the University of Arizona.
Um, Looking back at all my crazy semesters, I really enjoyed the team bonding that you get to build doing the team projects in many of these classes. One of them was in I think CS 335. our final project was we had to build kind of a music player where we had to kind of connect the Spotify API, um, create a little graphic that resembled a music player. So that was really interesting and fun working with your different team members, finding what finding their strengths, working with their strengths and helping them uh where they lack in. So it was kind of nice kind of seeing the project come together with using everything that we've learned throughout this semester.
I find it interesting that you talk about a team project when it comes to computer science, and you are also on a team on campus for the UA Archery. So tell us about your UA Archery team experience.
Okay. So the University of Arizona actually has an archery team called Wildcat Archery. It's a little bit on the smaller side where you would actually have to start digging around to try find our club, but you can find it through um, club sports on the U of A website. It's really fun getting to see the different teammates with their different disciplines in archery. There's Olympic recurve, and then there's compounds, which is used for hunting and other stuff. So it's really nice seeing the difference, but the team camaraderie that you just come together and see.
What's been a highlight of your experience on the UA Archery team?
Um, and a highlight that I've had was I think last year where we went to the collegiate outdoor nationals in Georgia, southern Georgia, yeah, the southern part of Georgia. Um, this is where um, different colleges, Texas A&M, Columbia, Stanford, etc. All of these teams who have archery clubs would come together. They would be competing. It's nice to see how big the archery community in the collegiate division is. It was nice. You within the competition, there's this like head-to-head portion. Of course, you want all your team members to make it all the way through, but if they don't make it through, you kind of find the team members that are still in it. You just come by and you just rally and you just it's really fun just I guess screaming, but definitely cheering for them, hoping that they make it through.
That sounds
That's
like
what I really enjoyed.
Yeah, that sounds like a great experience and really brings people together. And you all have this common goal to be successful as a team and individually. So you're in your senior year. You're now getting to the point where you're starting to reflect on your past, but also look into the future. So what are your career goals once you know graduate?
Um, right now, what's just lined up is applying to jobs. Uh, just right now, my favorite motto is just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah, just applying. I definitely building those networking connections. Yeah.
That's great. And is there a particular position or part of industry that you're looking for?
Um, for me, I would love to be a part of the software development part, or definitely the web development part, as throughout my time at the university here, I got to try different classes, see what I enjoyed, and I really enjoyed the web development aspect as it really kind of uh, I really got to learn the stuff that got me into computer science, seeing how buttons are made, just creating web pages. That was fun. So yeah.
Wonderful. Putting some of those knowledge that you learned to actual practice in a position. That's
Oh, exactly. Mm.
so again, you're at the finish line here. So what advice would you give to an incoming student, somebody who's about to start their academic journey at the U of A pursuing computer science? What advice would you give them?
Um, I would say definitely it's going to be daunting at first, but get out of your don't forget to get out of your comfort zone. Ask ask questions to your professors, make connections as guaranteed. These are the same questions they had when they were uh coming along this journey. Yeah, I would really say computer science is a daunting subject. It's really more about learning another language. In a sense, you're learning how to communicate with machines. It'll take time and practice, persevere through it.
Thanks for that. That's great advice. Is there anything else you would like the viewers who are watching your Student Spotlight to know?
Um, if you are interested in joining the U of A archery team, you can find us through the club sports page. You can find us through our Instagram page, Wildcat Archery Team, I believe. Um, yeah. Also, the archery team is great. It has many different backgrounds. It's also another way to network. If you have something that you enjoy, just go ahead and plug yourself into that type of club and community. It's really important too.
That's wonderful advice, wonderful information to provide, because it is important to find that balance, and it's important to find that balance to be successful overall in academics and in your personal life. So, Caitlin,
Mhm.
I really want to thank you for agreeing to be a Student Spotlight. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Same to you. Thank you.